Yeah, the really good thing about this for Bobson is, look, his third base is done. This is what it was really designed to kind of buy time, to kind of make sure the Protoss doesn't really take that third, exactly where the factories landed as well. This is such stellar play. I'm so glad I'm not versing him later, otherwise he would have taken my points and punched me in the stomach, and I wouldn't be able to do anything. I would be gasping on the ground for air, like, why? He's like, I don't even care. And he walks away with all his units. But yeah, I mean, it's not really a bad position for Siphon either. Like, he took a little bit of damage, 6 workers, but if you kind of chrono a bunch, like, it's really not going to matter too much. Temple Archives coming around about 30 to 40 seconds late, but you know what? I think Siphon didn't take too much damage from that drop, so I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, the upgrades right now for Bobson, 1-1. We got the 1-0 here, but the level 1 weapon's about to finish here for Siphon. So they're going to be on pretty even ground really soon. Do we have a second forge there just getting started in the back of the base? So he will be able to catch up to the Terran. Do we have 2 eBays for Bobson? Yes, we do.
Yes, you do. He's actually got 2-2 at the moment, and those +1 for Vikings as well, the air weapons. And
Very
there's already
clean play.
five Vikings already out in the field. So these costs are soon going to be pretty irrelevant. So you really want about 3 to 4 Vikings per Colossus. So right now he's already counted nearly 2. So if he just kind of scans the army and just sees the composition, like, sweet, I know the exact amount. And there's actually 2 observers right at the arm. So he knows exactly what to do right now. Storm is on the way, about halfway done, and 2-2 is on the way as well. So I don't know. It's going to be really on how Siphon really chrono boosts his upgrades. He can actually maybe somehow get 3-3 done. If he does, that's going to be a lot of chrono boost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I might sacrifice a little bit of probe economy for that. He has 10 workers behind the Terran at the moment. A little bit due because of that drop. He managed to take out a few workers with it. And now he's coming up here with these Blink Stalkers, going to harass this kind of greedy fourth here from the Terran. And he should be able to get a cancel on that, then just blink the Stalkers away. Yeah, looks like he will be able to do a very nice cancel there by Bobson, though. Really waited until the last second. And I also like how Siphon is just planning these pylons all around the map. That's a mark of someone who's very experienced in PvT and is just not going to fall for any shenanigans.
Yeah, I love that he's like observer positions. He's like patrolling a observer at the north. At the bottom, he's got a pylon aim spot for drops when they come out, and he's got an observer at the other pathway. So anywhere where Bobson moves, he knows about it, man. He's so good.
Yeah, very, very nice coverage. We have a really Marauder-heavy mix here for Bobson, and I like it because, you know, he saw the blink. He knows the Stalker is going to be a pretty core part of this army, and the Marauders are going to work very well. Now it looks like he's going to be pressuring the third. The army here for Siphon looks pretty scary. Are these Templars storm-enabled? One of them has a storm, but in this tight area, that might be all he needs.
Oh, I don't know. This is going to come down. All of the forces right here.
Oh, there's
he
a storm.
whiffed the
Not
storm.
much, though.
He whiffed the storm. That is not good right here. But the Colossus showed a really good position. But wow, Vikings are in a really good position as well. He can just kite all these zealots back. He needs some really, really good forces to really even stay alive here. And
yeah,
all the Vikings.
Such a good timing here. The charge is not done, and that was a brutal engagement for the Protoss. Oh, there's a storm though.
Wow, and he's even got ghosts out here. I didn't actually see them kind of coming in. He has to pull the probes, but unfortunately, when medevacs kind of get through this number, man, and they can just stim and just kite back, like, I really think this is unfortunately game over. This is, I guess PvT in general is just kind of this pendulum where if you make one mistake, this is what happens. I mean, if you don't get everything perfectly, or if you just miss an upgrade for about 10-20 seconds, like, yeah, he just needed to warp in more high tempo before, but you know what, I guess it's not really over. Oh wow, there's actually a high Templar here with, I think, 2 storms. Can he do it? He does lose the third base, though.
And yeah, it really does snowball in PvT, especially considering how clean Bobson's been playing, getting those upgrades, not missing a beat, really smooth timings. He's just not letting his opponent capitalize on anything. He's not leaving anything there. There's GG. Siphon is going to lose this first game, and that means that Team Property is going to be going up 1-0 in this best-of-7 show match.
Bobson, man, he's on fire. Someone called the Fire Brigade, man. I really, 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 really like this play. Holy hell. I think Bobson should contact him for coaching, man. That was, like, I don't know, like, I love when Terrans just play kind of perfectly. Like, his decision-making and everything was just kind of really solid. His Ghost War in time, his upgrades were just like, yeah, man, it's fine. And just that build was just bulletproof. Man, if I had a sniper shooting him in the chest, he'd be like, meh, it doesn't matter, man. I'm like, oh, okay. And then he takes a lot of points.
I liked it because he wasn't trying to be a step ahead. He ended up a step ahead because of the way it panned out. But he wasn't trying to be step ahead. He was trying to be on par with the Protoss. His timings were very crisp. Those ghosts came in. I mean, they walked into the third base as soon as the Templar came out. It was just absolutely perfect, crisp timings. And, that third base was his, and then subsequently the game was in his pocket. So now it's going to be up to Clarity to pick someone who can take out Bobson, but he has had a very strong showing so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing him play again.
Yeah. I mean, Siphon actually played that really well as well. He didn't take too much damage. I just really think there was a little bit of a timing issue. Maybe with the high Templar, he just didn't get enough gas. Maybe he should take his third a little bit earlier. But again, he did go really aggressive in the drops. Well, I think it's a little bit too high level to really just kind of pinpoint the exact thing that went wrong. I just think maybe the timing's a little bit off, and that kind of snowballed the end of the game. I still think Siphon played that really, really, really well to take nothing away from him. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's up to Clarity to kind of choose the next player. I'm not sure. Hopefully, I'm not sure they're going to choose. Let's go through their lineup, I guess.
Yeah, let's see what we got. I mean, of course, we were talking about them a bit before. Of course, they got they got those strong Terrans. They got Jukdu Yong and Shuttle, their most recent pickup. But both these rosters are very, very scary.
Yeah, so I think Shuttle, but again, we don't really know. I mean, I personally don't really know their real styles. Is Shuttle good at TVT?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's kind of a little bit of a dark horse. In terms of the Clarity roster, haven't seen him play too much. I'm not sure who they would bring out as a TVT sniper. I think KC would be a pretty good choice. I mean, that's going to be up to them. These are the players. They know each other. They practice with each other. Of course, the manager is very familiar with them. They're going to make the right choice. We can only speculate as to who it'll be, but it'll certainly be a very challenging game.
Yep. Just real quick, guys. I just want to shout out to Team Property. They're pretty cool guys. I just thought I would, also shout out to their sponsors as well, because I know that I think Clarity doesn't have any sponsors at the moment. I think they're getting some soon. It's like a TM, like the Blizzard TM, right. Soon. And exactly their sponsors are Next Gen VPN, Arctic Cooling, and SteelSeries. They got SteelSeries, man. That's a pretty big one. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. If you guys want to check them out, they've got the Liquipedia page. You can check out their website. Which is... I got it right here somewhere. Let me find it. Unless you can find it faster than me. Because I definitely got it.
What's that for?
The Properties website.
Oh, Properties website. I got that, man.
Oh, it's teamproperty.net. I had it. And make sure you use Google Chrome if you don't read Swedish, because, of course, it will be in Swedish. And it'll translate for you, and check that out. And you can check out Clarity Gaming at claritygaming.com if you want to... check out these teams, see their rosters, see upcoming events for them. I mean, it's very, very good stuff. Nothing you want to miss.
Come on, guys. You saw that game. Both those players played phenomenally. So, both of you guys, follow them both on Twitter as well. Follow Team Property, team_property, and they've got a weird O on there, one of their O's as well. But you can find it if you just do it. And also follow Team Clarity at Clarity Gaming, I should say.
Yeah, and of course you can see on the screen there. Don't forget to check out Laughing Man. You can see his Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube there, and mine as well if you guys are liking the cast so far. Maybe it's too early to tell, but stick around. Maybe you'll find something you'll like. And it looks like Siphon here is saying that Clarity's next player is going to be Yong, so we're bringing out the Koreans early, and I am okay with it. This is going to be some very good stuff.
I really like Koreans playing, man, because I've been playing a lot on the Korean server. I recently got Masters. Woo! But, yeah.
It's exciting.
So... I've just noticed this difference in playstyle. They're just so aggressive. So aggressive, man. It's so different. Just the playstyle different to NA, where people kind of macro up. They're a little bit aggressive. They're very timing orientated, but Koreans are just so wacky and so out there, and you're just like, whoa. It's just a completely different playstyle, and sometimes it can really kind of catch people off guard. But I know that Clarity has a lot of Koreans on their team, and... yeah, but with Property, I know a lot of them are Swedish. Actually, I don't think there's any Koreans on their team. Forgive me if I'm wrong, guys, but if there isn't, sometimes it can be a bit of a culture shock, I guess. Not really a culture shock, a playstyle shock, I guess, if you will. And it's really hard to kind of just deal with that sometimes. Whoa, why is this? These guys are opening these weird builds, and they can sometimes take some really good players by surprise. And I guess it's the same from the Europeans as well. I've been proxy out so many times that I ladder on Europe.
A quick announcement here, guys. Looks like Yong is actually not available. We're gonna see Saravati coming up for Clarity. Really good Protoss player. I've actually known him for quite a while. And, talking about the Korean, effect on the team, I sat down with Shu from Clarity Gaming recently for an interview, and, he said they practice with the Koreans a lot, obviously, and they're really capable of beating them. I mean, they're not like the super gods that they were in Brood War. They're still very, very good. Like, they can win games, they can win series against them, but, I mean, they really are really good players, and they bring a whole lot to the practice schedule and practice partnerships as well. So don't overestimate, but don't underestimate, I guess is kind of what I'm saying, just to, ride the fence a little bit.
Yep, Arisavati is American, I believe.
Yes.
Double check. Yes, he is. So I've actually had a chance to speak to Saravati. He's one of those guys who have those super solid builds. So I'm really excited, man. Like, I just love watching. I love watching PvT. I don't know why, but I'm just sick of watching PvCs lately.
That's true.
First 5 minutes, and you kind of sit there and snore, and you wake up. Oh, the game's going awesome, and then you see some deviations. But in PvT, you see some action off the get-go usually. I just love seeing people's timings in general because it's such a timing orientated matchup, and yeah,
I feel the same way. I mean, like, I've seen players like C before he retired. Obviously, he played some TVP where he would do this thing that a lot of Terrans are doing lately, where you take the first 8 Marines you make, and you just go around the outside of the map and sneak into the Protoss Natural where they only have a single Zealot and a Sentry, and you just do incredible damage. And then I've seen Sase play PvT a lot, where he will have this awesome 3-gate timing, and the way he worked, he does that. Sase's one of the players who is famous for having 2 in gas, and then 3 in one gas and 2 in the other, and all these crazy timings that somehow link together in his head. And he gets this 3-gate pressure out while fitting out a Nexus, while breaking bunkers and forcing Terran to lift his expansion. And there's just things like that PvT does have a lot more flexibility than ZVP, and I am hoping that we see a lot of variety, because, otherwise it does end up being kind of a first 5-minute situation where they're going to get down their Nexus, and then you're not going to see pressure until that initial medevac push.
Yeah, definitely. Also, just look, I need to fix this because I thought he was bad. Saravati is actually Canadian. I'm so sorry for everyone. He's Canadian, so it's like a boot.
A boot, yes.
Wow,
I don't know if he actually
that's
talks
going to be
like that.
Tal'Darim. Interesting.
Really? Well,
That-
LG map pool, man. One
that
of the
just screams to
very
me
few
4-gate,
remaining
man.
pools that
Yeah.
has Tal'Darim. But I mean,
just-
Tal'Darim's better than Shakuras, so there's that at least.
Yeah, Shakuras is horrible for PvT, man. You could just never take a third ever because you get dropped everywhere. Just go, I'm not going to take a third. Oh, there's stuff in my base.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely no fun. Very scary stuff. So it looks like we are in the lobby, guys, getting ready to go. I'll remember to switch the overlay out this time too, hopefully, knock on wood. I did remember to switch it eventually, but I didn't remember. You guys reminded me in chat. I do have the chat up next to me to make sure that everything is going well. So, guys, put your feedback there, but of course also chat about the game because that is what it is for. Oh, and Siphon says he likes your accent. I'm assuming it's yours and not mine because I don't have an accent because I'm American. It's
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate that, guys. Make sure you give some love to Word. Follow him at WordcastSC2 on YouTube and on Twitter at Wordcast. And also follow me on Twitter follow him on Twitch at the top left. Hit that follow button for the lovely Word. I'm going to make sure he gets at least 50 followers today, hopefully.
Oh, that'd be so cool. I'm loving
I recently hit 300, man. I was so happy. I actually sang a song for my stream.
A song for the stream? What song
man,
was it? Was it Call Me Maybe?
Yes, it actually was.
I knew it.
Yeah.
When in doubt.
When in doubt, call me maybe.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Oh, looks like I'm lobby host, and looks like we're ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and get us started here, guys. Make everybody a referee. Oh, okay. So everybody needs a second.
Just 1 minute. Sorry,
1 second. Before I get stuff started too much.
All right,
so everybody's getting ready. Yeah, it's gonna be another PvT. And I mean, we've seen Bobson just tear it up in that last game. So I mean, Saravati's got to be feeling. He's got to have a plan, man. He's got to.
I'm gonna say this one thing. 4-gate's really good in this map against Terran. It's really hard to hold the natural. Maybe even a 3-gate robo all in with Immortals. It's so hard to stop. This map is just frustrating as hell to play as Terran. I usually veto this map. I don't think these guys obviously will be practicing it, so I really think you're going to see some weird builds. I think when it gets to super late game, Protoss really has kind of the edge in this map, just because if they've got really good overlord positioning, observer positioning, they can really kind of abuse a lot and just send Templars into Storm. Very similar to what Huck does. I think I saw a match, one of the earlier MLGs, where he just put observers everywhere and he just kind of kept storming everyone. The Terran could not move out. And I don't think it's force crossed either. I think it's every spawn. I'm not
Yeah,
100% sure.
I don't believe so, not on Tal'Darim. Is there actually a way to check?
No idea, man.
Well, the guessing game. The guessing game it is. Yeah, we'll find out in the game. Alright, well,
Yep.
Once I get there ready, we can go ahead and get started. Just want to make sure Bobson is ready to go. Saravati's ready to go. Don't want these guys to, be turning away and then